probably think car companies build supercars for profit or for marketing. But right now, the entire car world is fighting over what Toyota just built. Depending on who you listen to, this car is either a $500,000 collector's piece that you will never see on the road, or it is a bargain bin Porsche killer that is going to save the V8 engine. So today, instead of just reading you a spec sheet, we are going to look at the war. We have got the cold, hard facts from the journalists, the poetry from Top Gear, and the absolute chaos of Reddit. Let's figure out who is telling the truth. First up, let's talk about the money. The suits over at Car and Driver and The Drive. For weeks, the rumor mill was screaming that this was going to cost $500,000, just like the LFA. But then, they actually spoke to the project manager, Takashi Doi, and what he said changed everything. When they pressed him on price, he didn't point at Ferrari. He pointed right at the Mercedes AMG GT and the Porsche 911 GT3. He basically said, look at those guys. That is our benchmark. Now, if you do the math, that means we aren't looking at $500,000. We are likely looking at somewhere between $200,000 and maybe $300,000. That is a declaration of war on the Germans. They want these things on the road. Hunting Porsches. But then, you go over to the Brits at Top Gear, and they see something totally different. They don't care about the price tag. They care about the soul. They described the race version as a naked monster. And they said the front splitter looks like a snowplow, which, yeah, once you see it, you can't unsee it. But they caught a detail the others missed, a concept called Sheikeinen Sengu. It is this Japanese tradition where they tear down a temple every 20 years and rebuild it from scratch. The whole point is to have the old masters teach the new generation how to do it, so the skills don't die. And that is what this car is. It is the original LFA engineers coming back to teach the new kids how to build a legend. Top Gear called it Toyota taking the gloves off. And finally, we have to check in with the real experts, Reddit. If you dive into r/cars right now, it is absolute chaos. Nobody there is talking about temples. They are talking about the Dodge Viper. Seriously, look at the comments. Long hood, short deck, angry V8, welcome back, Viper. One guy called it a cyberpunk Datsun, which is honestly the best description I have heard yet. But the real fight? It is about the electric LFA concept that launched alongside it. The community is completely torn. Half the people are furious that the LFA nameplate is going electric. They miss the screaming V10. But the other half, they are actually pretty chill about it. The sentiment is basically, look, Toyota gave us the V8 in the GR GT, so let Lexus do their sci-fi experiments. And you know what? It is hard to argue with that logic. We got the V8. We won. So, who is right? The journalists are right. This is a serious engineering weapon aimed at Porsche. Top Gear is right. It is an emotional, spiritual successor to the LFA. And yeah, Reddit is right too. It does look like a futuristic Viper, but I want to know where you stand. Are you team engineering masterpiece? Or are you team cyberpunk Datsun? Let me know in the comments. And hey, hit that subscribe button. I will see you in the next one.